Hey, welcome back, guys.
Hey. I get a line across my face.
Let's
cool.
do this.
All right.
Why is that there?
What?
There. We don't have it. We're not talking about anything. yeah. Welcome back, guys.
Hey. So, this was our last week of Star Wars. Boo.
Yep.
I feel like we needed another month.
But that doesn't mean we might be sprinkling them in throughout the year because they keep... Well, we didn't even finish the timeline.
Right. So, we have enjoyed going through Star Wars so much that we decided we are probably going to do them for our Tuesday movie reviews for a while so that we can finish up the timeline for Star Wars.
We have invested a lot of time into, starting from the very beginning according to, I don't know, some website or Disney, whatever the beginning of the timeline was. And yes. I feel like we would be missing out on a lot if we just didn't finish it.
Yeah, I feel like we're halfway through the story right now. We need to keep it running. But alas, it's February. So new month means new theme for our lives. So starting today, actually, we will be watching our new February theme, which is...
What is it? I can't remember. I forgot already.
Movies with top Billboard hit theme songs.
Oh, like St. Elmo's Fire?
Right? So, we'll be bringing some good ones to you in the month of February. So, February is a little bit shorter month. So, we may not get in as many, but we'll do our best to get in what we can.
No, it's not a leap year this year.
No, but I have a couple days off work around Valentine's Day and President's Day. So,
wait,
I have a 4-day weekend. 4-day weekend that weekend. So maybe we can throw in a whole bunch more. And we don't go out for Valentine's Day because...
It's busy on Valentine's Day.
There's people.
We do off Valentine's Day.
Too many people out, and I don't people well. So we wait until there's not a lot of people out and the restaurants aren't crowded, and then we go out. Yeah. And it's kind of nice. We have built-in babysitters.
Yep. McDonald's is less busy after a certain time.
Ew. I would rather eat cereal than
we can
McDonald's.
Wait for an hour or two at the new Sliders place.
No. Yes, y'all. So they opened a Smalls Sliders in our town, and people are insane. I saw a report this morning that at 8 a.m. there was already a line a mile long. They don't open till 10.
I don't know what's wrong with these people. It's like Black Friday.
For a burger and waffle fries.
It's like Black Friday all over again.
What the heck? I don't know. These people are insane. I would not be waiting. I don't care if it was the best vegan restaurant in the world. I would not wait over an hour in a line a mile long to get into this restaurant. So I don't know. People have no better things to do, I guess. I can give them plenty of stuff to do. Ooh, I can give them plenty of stuff to do. Anyway, we are getting off topic. Star Wars. Back at it. We go. So, we finally got to Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Ah, yes.
So this is the one with the infamous battle between Luke and his father, Darth Vader.
I gotta love his Luke's reaction to that after he gets the news. I don't know. It felt kind of awkward when he found out the news.
So one thing we really noticed about Luke in this movie is how whiny he is. Same as his father was when his father was his age.
Yep.
Anakin and Luke, both. Whiny little babies.
Maybe we talked about it last month. Last week. Maybe that's how they created Anakin's character, because Luke was whiny, so it had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, I agree.
I suppose so.
Yeah. And what was it? Who was it? Yoda that said he's so much like his father.
Yeah.
In Yoda's speech.
And it's crazy seeing, I don't know, we've always known Yoda to be slow, not very mobile. And you didn't really think much of his capabilities. So it was rather eye-opening to see him early on in the timeline where he's,
agile.
Doing whirly-doos around everybody.
The one where he's battling the Sith and he's just jumping all over the place, bouncing off of things. And yeah.
So I think Yoda's story is is pretty neat, and it's kind of a bummer that he exiled himself after he lost against Darth Sidious, the hooded guy.
Yeah.
And then after that, he said he failed, and he's going to exile himself, and so now here we are.
Here we are with Luke
finally see Yoda, yeah.
going to see him and be trained by him.
Yeah.
So, I think it's interesting that Darth Vader tried to use anger to turn Luke.
Yeah.
It was one of his big things. Let your anger out. Your anger will help you defeat me.
Well, that's what the Sith Lord told Anakin.
Him. Yeah.
Told Anakin, yeah.
So he tried to use the same tactics for Luke, but Luke was meant to be a Jedi, so he was strong enough to not give in to his hatred like Anakin did.
Yeah, that's kind of their secret recipe is anger, kind of giving in and doing what you want.
Yep.
And so I think the music is pretty iconic here. John Williams, of course. I remember listening to this on record for a long time. Everybody knows the Imperial March.
You're dating us, honey.
Hey, it was great. And the it's not a case. I don't know what you call it. Wherever you keep the record. It's more than a sleeve because it's huge.
I think they're called sleeves.
An album, is it a sleeve?
Yeah.
It's real
album cover.
Decorative album cover. Yeah, and it's like the old CD leaflets that you used to want to read because it had lyrics and pretty pictures and
yeah.
This album cover was pretty cool for for this soundtrack.
Yeah.
And what did you think about the lightsaber fight between Vader and Skywalker?
It was pretty cool, especially how Luke was able to grab the lightsaber from across the room.
Oh yeah. Finally using some of that force.
And then of course that's the fight where Luke loses his hand to Vader and then falls off the tower.
I guess the plus to getting severed like that, it's instantly cauterized.
Yeah, right. And they have the technology to build a robotic hand that's perfect.
Yeah.
It works and functions perfectly.
And then it's like nothing. He's got functionality of hand. He's got a functional hand again.
Yeah, he just has what looks like a bracelet.
Yeah.
That holds it on to where he lost it.
Yep.
Kind of cool. Too bad we don't have anything like that.
I wonder if we'll ever get there. I mean, that's pretty crazy to just kind of bloop, plop on a hand like that.
Plop on a hand. So, I mean, this is one of the iconic originals, of course.
We do see Lando. He's the guy that
he's annoying.
Solo, lost, or I guess he.
Oh yeah,
he won the Millennium Falcon, and I noticed everybody kept saying a Millennium Falcon. Is it Falcon? It's Falcon. Falcon.
Enunciate, people.
Yeah.
And this is where Hans is cryo frozen.
Yes.
In carbonite.
I don't know where they come up with these names.
I don't know, but
sounds appropriate, I guess.
It looks like gold.
Looks
I
like
always
carbonite.
thought when I was a little kid that he was stuck in gold.
Yeah, I mean everybody knows, the scene.
Yeah,
he's frozen.
So we got to keep watching to see him get unfrozen.
Yep. But before we get to The Last Jedi,
we had 2 Ewok movies.
Oh, wait, did we rate?
Oh, we didn't rate. So this was episode 5 from 1980. So all the movies we watched this week were from the 80s.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun. We went back in time. Well, rating. What would you rate episode 5, Empire Strikes Back?
Let's give it an 8. I would give it an 8.
I agree. It's definitely one of my favorites. I enjoy watching it. I could watch it over and over.
Yeah.
So an 8 is a good rating.
That's a good one. It had a lot of good stuff in that one.
Yes. All right. So then we're on to the Ewok Adventures Caravan of Courage. If you've never watched the Ewok movies, you should.
They look like teddy bears. Teddy bears with creepy eyes and bunny teeth.
Yes. So, yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe it. Yeah.
Yeah, they got creepy eyes and yep, exactly.
And I'm really confused how this fits right here in the timeline. The characters that are in it, we haven't seen. This is the first time they've been introduced. And I don't believe we see them again.
Correct.
Teak, I think, is the only one we see again.
Yeah.
Silent. All right.
And so, but I think we do see the Ewoks for the first time if, we're just talking about episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
So I think we do counter them in The Last Jedi.
Yes.
Or Return of...
Ewoks.
I keep saying it's the Return of the Jedi.
And I think we even see Wicket.
Yeah, I guess he's the well-known one.
So this one is about a family who is in their... What do they call them? The
Star Cruiser?
Star Cruiser.
Crash.
And they crashed on the Ewoks Island. And so they meet the Ewoks, but they also meet the bad guys on the island, which the bad guys look like walking skeleton people.
Is that the Battle of Endor?
Oh, that might be the second one.
That's the next one.
Okay, so the first one had big beasts.
Yes, the Gorax, because it reminded me of Lorax.
Yeah.
It's giant and perhaps
ugly.
Stop motion. Yeah, it's ugly. A lot of the practical effects of monsters from the 80s, they look really horrendous.
Really, really fake.
Fake too.
Really, really bad graphics. But I mean, it's the 80s, so they're still trying to figure all that out. It's not like it is now. So
it's not bad.
It's bad.
Clash of the Titans was a great movie, even though it was stop motion, black and white.
But the monsters are badly done. They're bad.
I don't disagree.
They're bad.
Yeah.
Other than that, the story was fun. The two kids get separated from their parents, and then it's kind of their adventure on joining with the Ewoks to fight the
Gorax, and to find their parents.
Yes, which they do by the end.
Yep.
So,
it's funny how the Ewoks don't move their mouth whenever they're talking, and I noticed that most of the time when they're talking that they're facing away from the camera, so I guess that's how they avoided that, so that they didn't have to worry about moving the mouse, because it was probably really hard to figure that out.
Yeah. But I love the Ewoks. I think they're definitely a great part of the Star Wars story.
Or something.
What?
They're teddy bears with bunny teeth.
I love them.
They're cute. Crash.
I love them, and they learned English.
It's neat how they were able to communicate, and I think they took well to the children.
We watched it with subtitles because I don't hear. And it would always say Ewokese. It wouldn't say what words they were saying. It just said Ewokese.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to learn Ewokese.
You know what? I bet somebody has put together a dictionary for...
Oh, no doubt.
Chewbacca's language.
Star Wars character language.
And Ewoks. Yeah. I mean, they have a Klingon dictionary from Star Trek, so...
It's on Duolingo.
Klingon is, yeah. And so is Valerian, I think, and I don't know what that's from.
Weird. I don't know.
know.
To each their own, I guess. But what would you rate Caravan of Courage?
Before I rate it, did this have a Labyrinth vibe to you with how it was created?
Sort of, yes. Yeah. Well, and that makes sense because it was the 80s technology.
And it was geared more towards children, I think. It's a family movie,
for
sure.
It's rated PG.
Yeah. I would rate this a 7.
Yes, I would agree. This one, I would give a 7 to a 7.5.
Okay.
It's good. I love the Ewoks.
Yeah.
All right, and then the next one is Ewoks: A Battle for Endor.
Dun dun dun.
And this one had the Ewoks, of course, with the same family, but the bad guys were the skeleton-looking creatures.
Yeah, do you remember seeing The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, the original one, and the mummy was slowly coming back to life, and he started to have some meat on him, but is really sunken in.
Yes, that's
and
what they look
looking.
like. Yes,
it's
for sure.
Pretty horrendous, and I think they all just look like costumes.
Yes,
I guess they're ugly, real ugly things.
And they're everywhere. So I don't know where they were in the first movie. Like, they just appeared. In the second one.
I can't remember how they got introduced, but they were just interested in using what they kept referring to as the power, which was some component of the Star Cruiser.
Yes. So they actually went after the family. The family was getting the Star Cruiser put back together so they could leave the planet. They had it all put together. They were prepping to leave, and these guys show up.
Yeah.
And kill off some of the family members, which you have to watch it.
Within the first 5 minutes.
Within the first 5 minutes.
It's pretty devastating.
So we're not going to tell you who. You have to watch it and find out. But they did kill off some of the family members and stole the power. So the rest of the movie is the Ewoks and the remaining family member trying to get back this power.
Yeah. So that they can escape. And they do find another human companion.
Who happened to just be living in a hole on the island with Teak.
Yeah.
So Teak is a different kind of alien. He looks like a little... His is more rabbit teeth, I would say.
Yes, for sure.
He looks kind of like an alien rabbit.
Yeah, and he's fast.
And he's super fast.
I mean, he zips
and
from...
he is adorable. You thought the Ewoks were cute? He is even cuter, I think.
You know, because he's pint size, and he has this little cubby in this hut that he slept in.
Yes.
With, I can't remember the other older guy's name, but...
Noah.
Oh, Noah, that's right. Without an H at the end.
Right. Anyway.
And apparently, you learn that he was there with his friend, and you learn that, you know, his friend met his demise with these Skeletor-looking guys. So
he learned how to get around them on that island and them not find him. And things like that. So.
Yep.
It was an interesting. There were some interesting battles in that one. A lot of blaster fighting.
Yes.
And
I don't remember there being much of that in the first one.
Not much in the first one. It was mostly in the second one.
Yeah.
The blasters came out, and then a lot of the bad guys met their demise as well. So that was good. And then there was an escape at the end.
Yeah. So happy ending. Moderate amount of action in this one, introducing some new bad guys.
Yeah.
What would you give this one?
I don't like that the family members were killed off so early. I think there should have been a little more backstory, a little more intro of the skeletal looking guys, how they came into the picture. I would have liked to see a little more of that, but otherwise, I think it was well done. I think this one was 1985, so it was a year after Caravan of Courage. So I think they did a little better with the graphics on it.
Yep. I agree.
So, I would give it 7.
I'll also give it a 7. I feel like it's kind of on the same level as the last one.
Yes.
Was the sequel warranted? Maybe not. I think they were just having fun. The writers were just having fun with the Ewoks, and pretty aggressively rated on IMDb, not quite making a 6, right?
Yeah, it's 5.4 on IMDb, but it rated higher than Caravan of Courage.
Yeah.
That rated 5.3. But IMDb is harsh.
It is, but you contrast that with The Empire Strikes Back, which was at 8.7. There's a lot of nostalgia there, I think.
Yes. I think that helps keep the ratings high for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, and I don't think some Star Wars fans that aren't diehard Star Wars fans have ever seen Ewoks. You hadn't?
Correct. I have not seen these movies. I had the little action figures when I was growing up.
I watched Ewoks when I was a kid, and I loved it. I remember loving watching Ewoks. So it was really fun to get to watch it again and to watch them in order like this. So.
Yep. So I'm excited for, the next ones that are ahead. We're getting back into, episode this, episode that.
Yep. So we have our list still, and we're going to keep working through the list, and you'll see those on Tuesdays for a while. So that should take a few months for us to get through the rest.
Yeah. But
of Star Wars.
You won't miss out as we start talking about this blockbuster soundtracks. Is that what it was?
Blockbuster hit movie theme songs.
Oh, okay.
So our viewers are the ones who suggested our themes for the month for this year and next year. So we have the next 2 years already scheduled out what each month is going to be for the theme. So we would love your help in knowing what movies you would like us to watch. So if you have a movie in mind that has a Billboard hit theme song in it, please comment. Let us know. We will do our best to give it a watch this month and review it for you.
Pay attention to what you're humming, whistling nowadays, because it's probably from a movie or a dumb commercial. So.
Yep. And if you can tell us in the comments what year it was a Billboard hit, that's even more helpful to us. But we will look it up if you don't. So, but yeah, we would love to see some comments. We would love to see some suggestions from you for movies for us to watch this month.
Yep. Do we have anything else?
I think that is all. So check out our Tuesday movie review. It will be the next movie in the Star Wars series. That's fun. That's cool. So subscribe, like, and whatever else that said.
And flick the notification bell. Flick it.
Is that a thing?
Flick it.
Did you just flick me?
No.
That's from a movie. Do you know what movie? Okay. All right, y'all. So check out Tuesday's movie and Friday Faves. Do you have a Friday Faves going for this week?
It could be some kind of a review. Did you have
a book review. So
perfect.
We'll do that for Friday. So jump on and check out what book I review.
All right, guys. Thanks for